Tepu. I think I am live on YouTube. All right, greetings. This is Coach D. It's my first time trying out my YouTube lives, where I'll be coming to you with lots of guidance and advice, spiritual advice, and not only that, but I'll be showing you things that you have not seen regarding a lot of the topics that has been covered over social media. There's been a lot of people getting some things mixed up out here, and it's okay. I understand. You can only work with what you got. And I just figured it is time for me now to unload all of my years of experience and years of wisdom onto social media. You have to understand this. It's not something I'm used to, so I will be doing the best that I can, and I just ask for your support. So, as you view this, I would like for you to like and subscribe to this channel. I also have a Patreon, and I don't know, somehow I'll put that in here so you guys can have links to that as well. But my first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And what I'd like for you to do is to, you can comment in this video, underneath this video, to let me know what kind of content. And listen, there is only a few things that I'm willing to talk about. Be honest with you, I'm not. I got to get used to looking at the camera too. I'm not. It's a lot of mundane things I don't get into. So really, my channel is for those who are looking for an elevated view of life and view of the world around us and our existence, and not so much the stuff that keeps us trapped into our ego and things that keep us trapped into our lower nature. I deal with, I'm in the business of elevation and evolution, and doing my best to, contribute to the evolution of mankind throughout the world. And that's, and helping to, and I know that we can only do that by cultivating love in the world. And I know a lot of Ukrainians like, oh, it's because you have the wrong definition of love. It is not what's being propagated around social media, or either the ideas that we have in our lives, and so I do, I do have a specific system that I like, that has really worked for me, and I want to bring a lot of that wisdom and things to you. However, there are many systems that work, and I just want to talk about the underlying, connection between them all, so we can actually. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm not trying to recruit. I'm not some religious guy, so I don't deal in all that. But I do have a heightened awareness of this world, of what the world we live in, and not only that, but us, who we are, and I mean we as man, who we truly are. And I've done a lot of years of not just study but initiation into this information, and so I'm hoping to be a blessing to everyone. I know it's a lot of noise on social media because that's where everybody is, and that's what prompted me to come to social media now. And so I have this YouTube channel, and I also have a Patreon, and I also have a Facebook page. And by profession, I am a personal development or personal achievement life coach. So I work with individuals one-on-one, to achieve their goals. I see things in ways that people don't normally see them. So I'm able to help you achieve their goals. And that's whether it's in, your personal achievements, which is health and fitness, or any kind of professional achievements, or even achievements in your relationship, if you want to improve your relationship. Because all of this goes back to personal development. Who do you need to be in order to make these things work, in order to make these things in your life better and achieve high quality, in these things? So my clients, I help them in so many ways. And I know in the coaching industry, they tell us to niche down. Well, mine is personal development. That's the best that I can do, just to help you develop who you are to access the things that you intend to access and access a higher quality life. And so that's what I do. Very good at it. So far, I've been 100% successful with my clients, and that's not just being braggadocious or anything, but I've been able to help all my clients get to where they are, and I have a lot of knowledge in a lot of areas, a lot of knowledge in a lot of areas. So, just to let you know, I'm here, but I'll be giving you a lot of information, and I'm hoping to share with you a lot of things that a lot of the basis of that information right here on this YouTube channel, as well as I have classes and other information that I'll be unloading in the Patreon account. So I have right now, the only tier available is you got the free tier, and you also have a $5 a month tier. So you can subscribe to either one of those, but just go and support me on my Patreon, and I'll put it around here somewhere. I don't know where to put it. I'll figure it out. All right. So, yeah. So thanks. I just wanted to, get with that. But what I want to do this because this is my meditation time, and I want to share that with you, how I get into my daily meditations before I get my day started. And lots of times I do this. This helps in so many ways, and but just to keep it simple, it helps establish an intention in my day. And when you get to a certain level of awareness of who you are and how things work, then what you do is you work backwards. You don't work forwards. You set the intention or the goal first, and then you align yourself with it. So it's always like looking at a map, so you can see where you want to go, and then take the necessary roads to get there. It's like that. That's how I live my life. So I always think of the outcome first, and then I align myself in behavior, in mood, emotional quality, and I can decide. That helps me decide better with who I'm going to be engaging with, along that goal. So then you can easily determine what or who are distractions and who are actually beneficial to your goals. And so this is the way I work in my personal life, and I teach others how to work that way as well. And I think what most people, and this is why I always find too, even among my students, I'm also a spiritual science teacher. And even in my students, I would ask, what do you want out of life? What do you intend to have in life? Nobody can answer that question. The first thing when they start to answer me is they will say what they don't want. Didn't ask you what you don't want. And it seems that this is normal, that this is the norm, that most people only know what they don't want. So you have to wonder, why is it that if you only know what you don't want, this is why those things showing up in your life. This is exactly why they are, because if that's the only thing that's in your mind, the contents of the mind are everything. Okay, so we have to think about, this is why you always think about the outcome. What do you want? So we have to become, masters of understanding what it is that we do want in life, make that our intention, and then align ourselves with it. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. There's a piece of wisdom that says, what you resist shall persist. All right? So even when you're protesting against something and what have you, you're feeding it energy and giving it life. And it's going to remain as a part of your life cycle. In order to eradicate something or to transcend something, you must stop giving it energy. Bottom line, got to stop giving it energy. All right, though, whether it's people, events, or what have you, don't think that you have to give those things some attention. All right, and there's still some things that we have to talk about. So it's not as just as loose as I'm saying it, but that's the gist of it. All right, so we'll get into a lot of that. But what I want to do, and I don't know if I was ready and set up for it, but let's see if I can. What I would like to do is get started with some meditation. You guys good with that? Now, I'm just really, this whole thing's my first time doing this, so forgive me if this thing is not. It'll get better. That's something I can promise you. Things will be getting better, okay? Because that's something, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I test things out and then I'll see how I can build onto it. What you're getting from me right now is the worst that you'll ever get from me. I promise you that. All right? Um, let's see. All right, let's do it like this. And I don't even know if I can I even see? I don't know how to see myself. I'm just broadcasting right through my broadcasting software, and I don't know how to view myself being live on YouTube or what have you. But we're finna work this out somehow. Let me see. Oh, it's telling me that my streaming bit rate is lower than what's recommended, and I don't know what that is. Okay, something else that I'll figure out. So they recommend 6800, and mine is only at 2644. I'll figure out how to increase that. So y'all just bear with me as I figure this out, and as I do, probably gonna be dealing with one of the best content creators on YouTube. I promise you that. All right. Um, it says I'm live, but I don't know how to go and see for myself. All right, we'll figure it out. I'll do this. This is just a test anyway. All right. Okay. And I'm looking. I got three screens here that I'm looking at. So if you see me looking this way, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So we'll figure all that out. I don't know though how to view myself, because I need to know how to view, like, if I have comments, if I have people coming. So if y'all can help me out with that too, maybe I'll go back and look at this video. But I'll figure it all out. But meantime, this is perfect. All right, this is perfect. Here we go. One thing I hate about I just got to set my stuff up to where it automatically, um, I can automatically have my media playing without. So I'll be setting all that up too. hopefully right now you're starting to hear a little bit of the meditation music I want to go with, and hopefully that's not messing up any of my streaming here. I can already see my video starting to lag, from me to when I can see myself moving back and forth. So, all right. So what I want you to focus on today is just removing negative energies and setting intention for the day. That's what we're going to do in this meditation. All right. So what I want you to do, I want you to sit. And you can come back later, even if you can't meditate right now. You're just viewing it. You can come back later and meditate with this video. So I want you to sit tall, with your spine straight. The whole purpose of meditation is to go inward, which means distance yourself from outer experience, which you will hear me also refer to as objective experience or the objective realm. So moving away from the material realm, bringing your awareness into that inner space that's deep within you to a point of nothingness. And in order to do that, there are different stages of brain cycles that you have to move through. So you have to move from beta, which is the normal waking state. Then we going into alpha as you start to relax and your brain cycles are winding down. Now, in order to do that, you want to just focus on the present moment. So you get into a mode of observance. There's no thinking involved. There's no wondering about what's to come. And there's no judgment or continued assessment about what has happened. At this point, none of that matters. None of it matters. So in order to bring yourself into the present moment, and I encourage you to try to master doing this, you must focus on something you're doing right now, which is why we focus on the breath. And so if nothing else, you want to count your breath rhythm, inhalations and exhalations, taking deep breaths. Now the nature of the breath itself. Upon inhalation, you want to expand the abdomen. So your belly needs to be pooching out. And this is what we call diaphragmatic breathing. And that's opposed to intercostal or chest breathing. We don't want that. That's shallow breathing. In order to really, really get deep and increase the oxygen within the body, the alveoli must be saturated, and also they must be able to access the oxygen that you're breathing in. The alveoli are the air sacs in your lungs. So we can increase respiration. Respiration is the transference of oxygen into the bloodstream. You want to increase that. So inhaling deeply, take your time, 4 slow counts. Hold at the top and then exhale slowly. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. And as you continue that, remember, you're not thinking about anything Don't try to squeeze tight or anything. And then the cheeks, the cheekbones. Make sure they're nice and relaxed. The lower jaw should just barely be meeting the upper jaw. Just nice and relaxed. Don't clench the teeth. And you should feel sort of a heaviness in your lower jaw just as it's pulled down by gravity. The neck muscles, you want just relax. The head should feel like it's floating. So nice and tall in your neck, and your shoulders are just being allowed to drape down toward your hips. Let gravity just pull them down. Don't resist. In your abdomen, again, just nice and floaty, like nice and loose. Pay attention to any tension that may be in the back and release that tension. Any attention that may be in the front of the body, in the abdomen, release it. Just be aware of any tension anywhere. And then the hips should be nice and neutral in your seated position. Legs should just drape down like waterfalls. Just allow them just to be. No tension in the toes, the ankles. Everything is nice and relaxed. The arms are just falling down into your lap. You can either have your hands overlapping one another or have the hands directly on the thigh. Palms can be up or down. Prefer you get used to having them facing up. And just relax. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale and let all of that tension just melt into the ground away from your body. And this is going to allow you now to consciously go deeper within with no tethers into the objective realm, no tethers into the material world. And you want to just relax. Don't think. Just observe the sound of my voice. Observe the breath. If there are any thoughts that try to creep in, just observe the thoughts. Do not engage them. They're going to try to pull you into a conversation. Do not engage that conversation. So just be. we start to do our work in meditation. Yes, meditation is not a passive process. We do work in meditation. And typically, I already have a meditation script already prepared. And it's okay if you don't have one. You probably didn't know that. a scientific fact. We meditate to learn how to get out of our own way. I'm in a good place, and I hope you are too. But we've got to start to come back as we wind this up. And we do that by starting to be aware of our bodies. Feel your toes, wiggle the toes, wiggle your ankles. Feel the knee joint, feel the thighs. Be aware of your hips. Wiggle them a little bit. And your torso, twist a little bit from your torso. Take a deep breath. And you want to just kind of wiggle those shoulders. The neck. Move the mouth a little bit, the lower jaw. Smile. Nice big smile. Go ahead and open up your eyes. And it brings you right back. It's a good way to set intention for the day. And thank you for dealing with me on my first live. More than likely, I'll be bringing in some videos that are already pre-recorded. But for the most, I want to start a habit of starting your day out with you at least a couple of times a week. At least a couple of times a week. And I'll be launching a podcast here on this channel.